Hey y'all, hey, today let's get into these Mexican pizzas. It was such a dreaded day when Taco Bell decided to take that beloved Mexican pizza away from us. So, we had to learn how to make it at home. We even made a little saucy sauce to go along with it, y'all. Alrighty, so first thing first, you're gonna gather your ingredients. You need some ground beef, large tortillas, shredded cheese, refried beans, and all of your toppings, tomatoes, onions, all that good stuff. You're gonna start by browning your ground beef in a skillet over medium-high heat. As you brown up the ground beef, you want to gently break it up with your spatula or your wooden spoon. I always recommend cooking in skillets with a wooden spoon, especially if they're nonstick, because you don't want to scratch up that skillet. So you can see here the ground beef is nice and browned, and we've also broken it up with our spoon. Go ahead and drain off any excess grease. You don't need all of that oil in there. Then you're going to come in with your seasonings. We have some chili powder, oregano, garlic powder, seasoned salt, cumin. You don't even need to buy the taco packets from the store because when I tell you, it is so easy to make your own taco seasoning. Don't forget that the full recipe link is in the description box below at razzledazzlelife.com. Once you add your seasonings, you're just going to mix it up really well. And then I go back and add just a little bit of water, about a quarter cup to the ground beef, and cover it up and let it simmer for a little bit. Now we're going to get started on the toppings for our Mexican pizza. You're going to go ahead and chop up some green onions. I have about 10 green onions here. This recipe yields about 6 Mexican pizzas. If you want to cut it down, of course, you'll chop less vegetables and make less ground beef. Next, you're going to move on to your tomatoes. Be sure to get a nice little rough chop on all of your toppings because this is just like Taco Bell's version of Mexican pizza, except much better because it's homemade and everything better homemade. And these toppings are a must. Next, you're going to warm up some vegetable oil in a skillet over medium heat, and you gotta fry those flour tortillas, baby, until they are golden brown. So fry them on each side for about 2 to 3 minutes. You're gonna be over medium-high heat, so keep an eye on them. Once they're golden brown like so, go ahead and flip them over. Flour tortillas tend to get bubbles in them when you fry them, so just go ahead and pop the bubbles down because we want these to be nice and flat and we want them to fry evenly. Once they're all fried up, go ahead and let the excess grease drain off on a paper towel. You can also use a cooling rack or something of the sort just to get that extra grease off of the tortillas. You can see for this one, I poked little holes in it to get rid of all those bubbles because it was bubbling up extra. Then we're going to get all of our ingredients together. We have the ground beef, the refried beans, shredded cheese, tomatoes, onions, and we're also going to hit it with some taco sauce. Start building your Mexican pizzas. You're going to start with your refried beans, smear a nice little bit over the bottom tortilla, then go back in and add your ground beef, your taco meat. Try to get everything as even as possible. Then you're going to hit it with some cheese and go ahead and put that other flour tortilla on top. Then you're going to add a layer of taco sauce directly on that top tortilla, smooth it around in one even layer, and then go back in with more shredded cheese. Just sprinkle it on there generously until it's covered, and then you're going to add your toppings. The tomatoes and the green onions are a must. They add so much extra flavor. They're delicious. So be grown up and eat your tomatoes and your onions, y'all. If you want it to be anything like Taco Bell's, you gotta add them. Then we're gonna go back and assemble the rest of our pizza. So again, you're going beans, you're going ground beef, you're going shredded cheese, add your toppings. If you want to add extra cheese or extra meat into the center of these Mexican pizzas, you can definitely do so. Hit the top with the taco sauce and go ahead and spread it out evenly. Then you're going to add your layer of cheese. And one more time, y'all, eat your veggies, your chopped tomatoes, and your green onions. They are a must for this recipe. Now that we have these beauties assembled, we're going to add them to a baking dish that we've sprayed with non-stick cooking spray. Oh my gosh, y'all, you could eat them just like this. They're already cooked. They're absolutely delicious. But we're going to go a step further and put them in the oven 350 degrees for about 20 minutes. Look at this. They come out so golden brown, so delicious. Y'all know everything is better homemade, right? So while we're sitting here waiting for Taco Bell to bring that beloved Mexican pizza back, just go ahead and make it at home. This whole recipe took maybe 30 minutes. The longest part is making the ground beef, getting your toppings together, and after that, it's a wrap. Get the kids in the kitchen with you. Do it together. Look at this, y'all. They were so good. In fact, I think I'm going to go get the ingredients so I can make them again this weekend. Remember, the full recipe list, ingredients, and instructions are at razzledazzlelife.com. Go ahead and grab what you need and enjoy.